can't even spell your swear words. Now, damn is D-A-M-N.
I knew that she was dead when she didn't answer the telephone. It just rang and rang and rang. I just knew. And then I heard the phone ring. And then the ringing stopped.
I heard that she was dead. It was like someone hit me in the chest with a shovel.
When I realized I was dead, I laughed out loud. I took a deep breath of pure life and stepped out of my body. That poem by Dylan Thomas kept running through my head. Do not go, gentle,
I never knew anyone who died.
into that good night. My last words, and they weren't even my own. The funeral was lovely.
The whole time I kept thinking, where's child? Where's child?
Why am I still here?
Is there anyone here?
I've got the key. I'll get the light. Now, Windsor, don't pull your staff when you see this.
See what?
This.
So here you are. Here you all are.
What the?
Wow, see? That's what I was trying to tell you. There's stuff painted all over the walls. I asked Miss Flummock to cover them up as best she could. She should still be here. Miss Flummock!
Are they all over the house?
Yes.
When I let myself in, it was dark. I was a little more concerned about your mother than looking at these pictures.
Over here, the floor has a big crack in it, and it's painted to look like molten lava's pouring out. Cool.
How long has it been since you've been here?
Not for a while. Quite a while. After Sam left, things got a little complicated. But I call her every day.
Oh, there's a picture here of a kid getting shot. There are rainbows spurting out of his head.
That's why I asked Miss Flummock to cover them up.
Oh, Lord.
There's another kid pointing a gun at him.
Tomorrow, everybody in the neighborhood will be over here for the estate sale. Is that really the first thing you want them to see when they walk in the door?
Gross.
Cover it up, Kelly.
No. Miss Flummock has got to be around here somewhere. Miss Flummock!
Miss Flummock?
Here I am. I was in the attic. Colonel Barron, allow me to offer my sincerest sympathy. I'm looking after your mother's estate sale. Mildred Flummock, MC.
MC?
Merchandising consultant. Estate sales, garage sales, moving sales. No sales too big or too small. I do them all. Pricing, sorting, advertising, put up signs, take them down, watch the customers, make change, take checks. Oh, for just the tiniest percentage of the total. I turn garages into gold mines and trash into treasure. As you can see, I have followed your instructions to the letter. The walls are now covered with the contents of the linen closet. A very wise idea indeed. You certainly don't need more talk in the neighborhood about your mother. God rest her soul.
More talk?
Your mother had a bit of a reputation.
Reputation for what?
After she painted the windows with thousands of eyeballs, people got a bit curious.
My mother did all this painting?
I assume so.
She was 84 years old. Why would she paint all over the walls?
It's all over the house, up the stairs, in the hallway. Even the straight-back chairs in the kitchen are painted to look like people are sitting in them.
Believe my mother did all this?
But never fear. I have arranged for a team of painters to come in here and slap down a coat of flat, white latex over the whole interior of the house.
No, this is like a whole house covered in tattoos.
Miss Flummock, this is my daughter, Kelly.
Hey.
Joanna, do you know if Mother had a TV anywhere around here?
There used to be one upstairs.
Dad, we want to miss a minute of the war.
We're not at war, Kelly.
Not yet.
Check out the TV upstairs.
This is CNN, Storm in the Desert.
Hop to it.
Yes, sir! Colonel Barron, sir!
You all need need to sort through these boxes and set aside anything of sentimental value that you might want to keep. Otherwise, I shall consider everything here fair game.
Sell everything.
Then we shall all need to get busy with the pricing. Many hands make light work.
So we aren't paying her by the cliche.
Windsor, you should sort through these boxes.
Take anything you want, Joanna, but sell the rest.
But there might be something you want to remember.
I don't have time for memories right now. Exactly 2,100 hours. Kelly and I have got.
Let's just put everything in storage until you can deal with
I
it.
am dealing with it.
Hey, Dad, your old bed is painted with monsters all over the head.
Kelly, come downstairs.
Godzilla, King Kong, Frank.
Right now.
Jeez, don't have a cat. I'm coming.
Don't use that expression. You know I hate it.
Mission accomplished, sir. I have good news and I have bad news for you, sir.
What is it?
The good news is I found the TV.
It's good.
The bad news is Grammy painted flowers all over the screen.
What?
Looks like we'll have to watch the war with wildflowers. Dad, what happened to Grammy?
Kelly, she had a heart
My
attack?
heart did not attack.
I know that.
It just hadn't stopped beating.
I mean, why did she do all this?
Your grandmother, well, she was a very unusual woman, Kelly, but she loved you very much.
Do we have to talk about it?
What?
How come when someone dies, you have to talk about them all the time?
But you just asked.
Sometimes it helps to talk. Sometimes it doesn't.
I had a letter from my granddaughter.
Sometimes it hurts at first,
Very angry with
but
me.
it almost always helps.
She says she wishes I would.
It doesn't help at all.
Let's just get a move on, okay? Where did you have it, brother?
Just a bunch of photographs.
Where did you find this?
Right here in this box.
Been looking for this photograph for years.
Who is it?
It's a wedding photo of Grammy, my father. It's the only one she kept of him after he died.
Windsor, look at this one. It's your baby picture. What? She loved this photo. And she loved to tell people about it.
Joanna,
I
don't.
was sitting in my kitchen window and
She looked into the garden, and there was your father, 2 years old,
sitting in the bird bath,
naked as a jaybird.
Oh, splashing and flapping his arms around trying to fly.
So she grabbed her camera.
And crept right up to him without him noticing and flash. Oh, then he started to cry, so I reached out, lifted him, and up he flew. Fly, my little jaybird, fly.
She loved to tell that story.
It's my eternal mortification.
Why didn't we come here more often?
We came.
We'd only stay a day or so, and whenever we moved someplace else.
That's not true. We came whenever we could.
Maybe if we hadn't moved so much.
You could have picked up a pen and written in the past few months. It's a little late to think of that now.
Don't you think I know that?
What was that all about?
1 minute she asks me something about Grammy, then when I tell her, she goes ballistic.
Well, this is a hard time for all of us.
It's more than that. Something happened between Kelly and Grammy right around the time we left for Germany. She wouldn't talk to her on the phone. She ripped up the letters Grammy sent. Whenever I asked her what was wrong, she'd say nothing or turn her stereo loud enough to drown out a sonic boom.
That's so strange. They used to be so close.
Something happened. Kelly will talk about it, and Grammy can't.
How are you holding up, Windsor?
I feel like my whole body is filled with Novocaine. It's so strange being in this house. I keep expecting to see her coming down the stairs.
The hard part isn't the big things like a funeral. It's the little things like finding a coffee cup that still has her lipstick on. I mean, I never even got a chance to say goodbye to her.
Oh, Joanna, don't cry. You know she wouldn't want you to cry.
Now this is really something. This box was all tied up with yards of twine. I practically had to use a hacksaw to... Oh my God!
Hey, what happened to the lights?
Somebody open the drapes.
They are open!
But it's pitch black in here.
I'll feel my way to the kitchen and check the fuse box. Hey, no!
The windows have all been painted over. Little eyes in the living room and little faces in the
okay, but somehow the master switch was not.
Whoa.
Kelly, put that gun down! Firearms are not to be played with!
Give that to me. Where did you get this?
Over by the stairs.
I'm going to try the painters again from the upstairs phone. I suggest a little more sorting and a little less gunplay around here. After all, idle hands are the devil's. Never mind.
I can't believe Grammy had a gun in the house.
It was my father's gun. 6 years after he was killed in the Philippines, Jeremy shipped us that box of his personal effects. Mom wouldn't open it or even look at it. She used to sneak up there, open it, look inside, and then tie it up again.
Grammy always hated guns. She never even let you have a cat pistol. You tied sticks together to make pistols.
When I used to dream about my father, he was always in uniform.
Or you used your fingers.
I dreamt about him all the time.
When I asked you not to use your fingers, you bit your breakfast toast into the shape of a pistol.
Until I enlisted. Surprise!
Oh my God.
I wanted you to be surprised, Mom. That's why I didn't tell you.
You didn't tell me
Because I wanted you to be surprised.
because you knew I would be horrified.
I want to be a pilot. They'll send me to flight school.
With your grades, you could be anything.
I like the military. It's organized, it's got rules. and-
Winter, going to war is not something you do just because you want a little structure in your
We're
life.
not at war. President Kennedy has just sent advisors to Vietnam.
4,000 advisors?
Somebody has to make the world safe for democracy.
I have lived through 3 wars in my lifetime, and every one of them started with making the world a safer place. And every one of them ended with mothers and fathers burying their
I'm
children.
not going to get killed.
That's exactly what your father said!
Isn't there one thing you remember about my father other than the way he died?
Don't do this to me, Windsor, not again.
I don't need your permission. I don't expect your approval, but I'd like your understanding.
I'm sorry, but that's just gonna have to be something you learn to live without. She didn't want you to go into the Air Force?
No, Kelly, she didn't.
Now this is a real treasure. I know plenty of women in this town who would pay a pretty penny for Lillian Barron's crystal ball.
Don't you ever feel like a vulture feeding on the remains of the dead?
Why, no.
Crystal ball? What is she talking about?
I have the most wonderful secret, but you must not tell Windsor. He'd ship me to the funny farm if he knew I'd become Madame Lillian Reader Advisor.
She was a fortune teller?
A reader advisor.
Oh, Lillian, I need a reading. Sam called. He wants to come back. Oh, I don't know what to do, Aunt Lil.
I see a man
That's Sam.
and a woman,
Obviously.
and the man
That
says
he's changed. That everything will be all right.
woman remembers.
What happened last time, and the time before that.
And if she
The
hears,
same old promises, the same old lies.
she realizes
There's not a word of truth in them.
so she decides
To tell him to take a flying leap.
the vision fades.
Dead!
What?
Dead as a
Oh
doornail!
my gosh, who's dead now?
The phone!
The phone is dead?
The line's been cut. Right where it comes into the house. It happens all the time. Disreputable people read in the paper about a death in the family, look up the address, and then the night before an estate sale, break in and wipe it all out.
This neighborhood.
We should let the police know to be on high alert tonight. There's a phone at the 7-Eleven on the corner. I'll call from there. Oh, and while I'm at it, I'll try the painters again. You all keep sorting.
We got Mom out of this neighborhood long ago. What was that?
That was a window breaking upstairs.
Those rotten kids throwing rocks. Hey! Kelly, stay here and call the police.
I can't. The phone
Don't
is-
argue, just do it.
I'll run to the corner and call from the 7-Eleven. I'll lock the front door and you go lock the back. If
If I know your father, he'll chase those kids all over the neighborhood.
Okay, Aunt Jo.
And don't let anyone in unless it's us. This is just like unsolved mysteries. The killer broke the window from the inside, trying to make everyone think he was outside. But he was inside the whole time. Okay, get out of here. That is, if you're in here. Get out! Again. Oh my God, there is someone in here! You might as well come out. The police will be here any minute.
You shouldn't be touching her things. You're just a kid. They're not yours.
She won't need them anymore. She's dead.
You sure?
I saw her body at the funeral home. I didn't want to, but I did. I tried not to look in the casket, but I couldn't help it.
You saw her?
It didn't look like her. Not really, but it was.
It wasn't really me, all painted up like that. It was just the leftover parts.
You knew her, didn't you?
Oh my God! If you come to rob, take what you want and go.
I didn't come to rob. Who are you? I'm nobody.
I'm calling the police.
Nobody watches out for you. When you're walking home at night, nobody keeps you safe. You're nobody. I've seen you sit here, and the people sit there. You look in here and you tell the future.
You want me to do reading?
No reading! Just look in here and tell me. Can you see tomorrow? Sit there. You can see the school?
Yes.
You can see the class, you can see the teacher, you can see the test.
Oh, yes.
Who's flunking the test?
Nobody.
Oh no, you've got to do something. You've got to stop the testing. Oh, you can do magic, do a spell, make a big snowstorm come.
I'm sure the test will be fine. Just study for it and do your best.
I can't.
Why not?
I don't have a best. Can't make myself invisible tomorrow.
You can make yourself invisible.
It's easy. I just sit behind a fat kid and nobody notices. Teachers only see the good ones and the bad ones. They don't even see the rest.
You're the one who keeps spray painting dirty words on my fence.
How do you know?
I can see it in my crystal ball. You had better learn how to spell. You've got no future as a vandal if you can't even spell your swear words.
Just like a teacher. All they see is stupid, and all they know is dumb.
Are you stupid?
That's what they think.
Do you want to be stupid? No. Then don't be. Decide you're smart and go from there.
Oh, yeah, sure. Never mind. Nobody helps nobody.
Wait a minute. Write something on this wall. Go ahead. When I die, they'll flatten this old fire trap with a bulldozer anyway. You might as well make the walls good for something. Go ahead. Write something. Write any word, as long as it has more than 4 letters in it.
I won't.
You can't.
Won't.
You can't read or write, can you?
No.
How old are you?
Too old.
Me too.
Never mind.
Wait a minute. Take this note to your teacher.
What's it say?
Please excuse my granddaughter from the testing today, as she has highly contagious conjunctivitis.
Huh?
Pink eye. Now there's your magic. But the spell is only temporary. Sooner or later, you're going to have to take this test. You'd better let someone know that you can't read and get some help.
How come you're doing this?
I never knew nobody was watching out for me.
When did that happen?
About a year ago.
She never told us about you.
It wasn't about you. It was about us.
Damn it, damn it, damn it.
What's the matter with the newspaper?
Look at this! Another car bomb in Northern Ireland. And this, man convicted and beating death of a 2-year-old. And this one just right down the street. 10-year-old fatally wounded in drive-by shooting. Every day it's the same thing. The same bombs, the same bullets, the same shooting and dying. It's just the faces that change and pictures of the ones who are left behind.
Don't read it.
I have to. Outrage is important. It's all you can do when you can't do anything else. Why are you here?
I'm doing what you said. Tell somebody you can't read and get some help.
I meant for you to tell someone at school.
I can't read at school. I can't write at school. But I can write on your fence.
I'm not a teacher.
Good. All teachers see is stupid.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Start on the fence.
I don't have enough room on my fence.
Then start here.
Give me one good reason why I should do this.
I decided I was smart.
She taught you by painting on the walls?
First letters and then words. We'd sing letters and we'd shout words. I felt my whole self in words.
So you could read them?
So I could feel them. That's it. I am not doing that again. Not ever.
What happened?
My teacher saw me writing in class, practicing my words, and she made me read them to the whole class.
You read in class?
She made me.
That's wonderful.
No, terrible. She sent me to the principal.
What did you write?
Once upon a damn time, there was a damn boy who had a damn dog who had a damn bow.
Don't you realize what you are?
Yeah, I'm a fool.
You're a writer. All you need is more vocabulary.
What?
More words. Words that touch ideas. Words that paint a picture in the mind and let the world know how you feel. Look at this. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light.
So?
What does this mean to you?
Nothing.
It has to mean something.
Somebody's mad.
Yes, and what do you do when you're angry?
Yell or hit someone.
Why not write it down instead?
Ugh, what good would that do?
The man that wrote this poem was mad about something many, many years ago. And when we read his words, we still feel his anger today. And when we ourselves are feeling angry, we feel our anger in his words. The feeling lives in the words forever.
It's like writing on the fence. When I yell those words out loud, they're over too soon. But if I write them on the fence, they'll stay up there forever. Yelling?
You're a liar! You made all that up. There are pictures under these covers, not words.
Words first and pictures later.
But I was here. I was here right before we moved to Germany. There weren't any words on the walls.
Never went upstairs.
You were spying on me?
I know what happened. I saw it all.
Surprise! Don't tell on me, Granny.
You're supposed to be at camp.
I'm not not going back to camp. It's too much like the Air Force. I want to stay here, Granny.
You can stay for the weekend, but then...
Dad's been transferred overseas again, to Germany.
Oh, dear.
But I'm not going. Not over there. Not again. I'm sick of it, Granny, so I'm staying. I'm going to live here. Isn't it a great idea?
I'm at a time in my life where I'm slowing down. You're at a time in your life when you're just speeding up. The next few years of your life, they're going to be wonderful. You're going to get to go to high school and party and have dates. You're going to need your parents now.
You don't want me?
I want you to be my granddaughter. I want to be your friend. But I am 83 years old, and I can't be starting again with children.
Not children, Granny. Just me.
I'm sorry.
You don't want me.
That's not true.
By the time she got out the door, you were already down the street and she couldn't catch you. She just sat down on the porch and cried. Did she ever talk about us?
My son and his family are stationed in Germany.
Is he in the army?
The Air Force.
Cool. I saw Top Gun.
Cool. It's not cool. Not if you're a mother. And on top of everything, I had a letter from my granddaughter. She's very angry with me. She never wants to see me again. She says she wishes I were, what? A different kind of grandmother. You're early today. Why aren't you in school today?
They let us out early. We didn't get lunch. You got anything to eat?
You're not playing hooky with me again, are you?
I told you. They let us out early. A kid in my school got killed.
What?
At recess on the playground. Some older boys shot him
Why?
for his shoes. They wouldn't give him his shoes, so they shot him.
They killed him for his shoes.
They were cool shoes. You got any ding-dongs?
A boy is dead. And all you can think about is something to eat?
You know him or something?
No, but you did.
You just went to my school. It just happened, okay?
It didn't just happen. Somebody made it happen.
It was not me.
Yes, it was. It was every one of us who don't give a damn.
What am I supposed to do?
Rave, rage. Use your words to tell his story.
I don't know the words.
Then tell it in a picture and put it up on the wall. Unless you look at the violence, it'll always be a part of you and you'll always be a part of it.
I don't want to see it.
We'll give it a color and a shape. I'll tell you what. I'll trade you. Story for story. I'll tell them in pictures and you make up the words. How does that sound?
It sounds crazy.
And sometimes the stories will be crazy, and sometimes they'll be sad, and sometimes if they're good enough, they'll make you laugh hard enough to shake your whole life loose, or mad enough for you to want to tear the pictures right off the wall and repaint the endings for yourself.
She started painting.
And the pictures came rushing out of my brush.
On the walls, on the ceiling, on the floor.
My whole life spilled out onto these walls.
I piled tables on top of tables and chairs on top of chairs so she could reach the ceiling.
Things I felt but never understood were all there. So simple, so clear. People I loved, things I hated. Put them on the wall and look at them.
What's that?
Why don't you tell me?
It's a killing angel.
A killing angel.
She has bullets on her belly and fire for hair and fire feathers for wings.
And she comes in wars.
Or in the streets, or on playgrounds whenever kids get killed.
And what are those eyes all over her body?
She has 1,000 eyes to cry.
And she can't fly. She has too many memories.
So she puts the memories on little fire feathers and lets them go.
And all that's left is smoke and forgiveness.
Kelly, it's me, let me in.
If that's my dad, you'd better get out of here.
Kelly, I thought we told you not to let anybody in.
She was already in.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I belong here.
Go home, kid, right now.
Today is our lucky day. I got the painters on their mobile phone, and they're on their way over here right now. They should get the whole house painted by midnight.
You're going to paint?
Who is this girl?
Paint over her pictures?
If you're here for the sale, it isn't until tomorrow. And it's not going to happen unless somebody gets a move on.
She painted all day, sometimes all night. Who are you to paint over her pictures?
We're her family.
I know all about you. She was my grandmother, not yours. I know all about the letters that you wrote to her.
She told you about the letters?
Stop, that you hated her and that you wished she was—
No!
Okay, I told you to go, now go.
Don't touch me.
No.
You mess with me and I—
What?
Stop. What's the use? She really did know her dad. She taught her to read and everything.
Why did you come here?
I had to make it real. Her being dead, I just miss her. I'm nobody.
What's your name?
Not important. Yes, it is. Jenna. My name is Jenna. I didn't mean all those things I said in the letter.
What's all this about a letter?
Right after we moved to Germany, I wrote Granny this terrible letter, saying I hated her, I never wanted to see her again. I wish that she was dead.
Why would you do such a thing?
I wanted to come and live with her, but she wouldn't let me.
You wanted to live here?
This house is the only place I ever felt, I don't know, safe. Oh, Kelly. I wish that she was dead, and now she is. She could never forgive me for what I said. Let it go. She did.
What?
She forgave you. How do you know? I saw it in your picture.
Show her.
What do you see? It looks like a girl without a face. I hadn't finished the face yet.
Look at her hair.
It's a rainbow. All the colors of the earth and sky.
Oh, good. We can use these as drop cloths. I want to cover up these tables. I wouldn't want to get paint or any of these treasures.
Dad, I think these pictures are important. I think Granny is talking to us in these pictures.
Colonel Barron. Colonel Barron.
It's me. The picture is of me.
The painters are going to be here any minute.
Call them up.
What?
Tell them we won't be needing them today.
But they're on their way.
Well, I don't care if you have to fling your naked body across the driveway. You're going to stop them.
Well, I
No,
never.
Miss Womack, I'm sure you haven't.
It's me. Dad, she forgave me. You want to see the rest?
Hold them down, Jenna. Hold them all down.
Oh, Windsor, look, it's a baby flying through the air.
Naked as a jaybird.
That's you, Dad.
Look, Jonah, that's you. And you're throwing a crystal ball at
Sam, give him a little message from the great beyond.
Hey, Jenna, this kid looks like you. And you're painting something and it says, somebody was here. I haven't seen that one before. We're here. We're all here on these walls.
As for me, I'm not really here. I'm somewhere else entirely, and I would tell you where, but I haven't the words. And all that's left are the pieces that needed finishing.
Windsor, look at this enormous angel. She has fire for hair and fiery wings of flame.
Pieces of forgiveness that needed to be given.
She's beautiful.
Pieces of grief that needed to be grieved.
It's terrifying. All her eyes are weeping.
Pieces of memories that needed to be remembered.
Go in peace, Mom. Go in peace.
And you, my child, on that sad height, Curse, bless me now, but do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the